Hey, everybody.
Hey!
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Real Major Breakdowns with Jen and Wit. I'm Wit.
I'm Jen.
Today, we're going to talk about our reaction to the Eras tour. It's been a couple, maybe 3 weeks, I think, since we've
3 weeks or something.
been. But
Yeah.
we're going to record our reaction now. I think I still have a pretty good memory.
Yeah.
Okay, so first we thought we would talk about what the reality was versus what we expected was going to happen.
Yeah, the
So
first thing the first thing though is that we just to make mention, we did go to Vegas night 1, the Friday
yes,
night show down in
yes,
Vegas,
mm-hmm.
which was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of
We
fun.
had a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yes, and I was dead the next day, just so you
For real.
know.
But that's because we're old. So
Yes, we are old, so
if you're
take
young
that
and
into
20 and watching this,
consideration.
like you're going to be fine. If you're like
Yeah,
over 30, oh yeah, good luck.
yeah.
No,
Good
I'm just
luck.
kidding. It was hard for us.
We're representing. We both have our tour
Our
merch that we
hoodies.
got.
Woo!
And I'm also wearing bracelets that somebody gave us at the end
Uh,
of the night.
Look at you. You still have your friendship bracelets.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Mine I gave to my niece. So,
Oh, yeah, that's good though. She loves
not
it
that I
too.
threw them away, guys.
Yes,
So,
we wouldn't do
yeah.
such a thing.
No, I would have kept that. So,
Okay, so reality versus expectations. So I was editing our previous video like a couple weeks ago and I noticed that Jenny like nailed a lot of things. Like I remember she predicted that she would like split it into eras and like do one era and then the next era and then the next, and she did do that. So I was like, whoa, Jenny was right about that because I didn't think she was gonna do that. So,
yeah, I thought it made the most sense in my head,
yeah, and
especially
it
with the
did.
houses and stuff like that.
It really played out nicely, her doing it that way, and I
Yeah.
liked it. I did like that she did it that way.
Yeah, I liked that you knew to what to expect
Yeah,
going into it. Does that make sense? So if like there was an album that you didn't really care about, that was a good bathroom break time or something to that
yeah,
effect.
yeah, yeah. I think that was a benefit of going to one of the like going not to the first show was that we did know because we did look. We knew ahead of time what was going
Yeah.
to.
After our last video, we ended up looking
Yeah, we looked at
on TikTok.
everything.
Everybody's recording it. I still even like glimpse just to see what surprise song she's going to do in each city.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Same
yeah.
here.
hmm So,
So, what else? I know that you got a few other things right, but I can't remember what they were. But I
yeah.
remember that a lot of your predictions were correct in what
Yeah.
happened. So,
Well, we'll see.
yeah,
Well, I'll have to go back and watch the first one and see what I said. I haven't
yeah, I
watched it
know.
yet.
So let's
But
see, like, what other expectations? Like, obviously, we knew it was going to be a big show, and
I,
oh, that was another thing was the 3 hours because we weren't sure if she was going to do just like a regular 2 hour show, but she did the three
mhm.
hours and 15 minute show.
Yeah, my expectation too was that she would only have like one costume per like era.
Oh yeah,
And there was like multiple costume changes within each era.
yeah. We should
So
count. We should, as we're going through each song, we should count the costume changes, at least that we can
I
remember.
know, right? But it
There
seriously,
were a
yeah, it
lot.
was good. Uh
So
huh.
we
It
knew
was good.
that. We knew there would be a lot, but not as many, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
let's see. I guess I would say the reality of it was like just beyond my expectations. It was really good.
Oh, for real. Like
So,
everything was like she did such a phenomenal job, like with everything to the
mm-hmm.
T. Like
Yeah.
every attention to detail, every little Easter egg she's trying to throw in there for everyone. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
so good.
Yeah, I think we should do an episode on Easter eggs in the Eras tour or like the little details that are easy to miss.
Yeah, that would be a good
So that
one.
would be fun.
So,
So yeah. Okay, so should we talk about each era now and what we liked about each era?
yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so what did we think about? First of all, she opened with Lover was the first era,
It was the first
and
era.
I know that we thought oh, you already knew, didn't you, what she was opening with when we recorded our last episode?
Did I?
I think.
I think I was just hoping that she would open with um, Cruel Summer. But I thought
Oh,
she would open with like something like Me, or I thought she would open with something different. I don't know.
yeah, I thought she was gonna open with Lavender Haze, so it was kind of surprising that she opened with Miss Americana.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that, but it did make sense when she opened with the line, "It's been a long time coming. It's you and me," and it's kind of like to us, and how long it's taken just to come back on tour and see us again.
Yeah, us meaning just mean what, not, no, I'm just kidding.
Right, right.
Yeah. No, it's everybody. It's all her fans. But that
Yeah,
one still surprised me because I thought in my head too it could have been like Long Live because it's
yeah.
like to her fans.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but she has yet to play still that one. So
Yes, which is so odd to me. It's
yeah,
I really thought she would play that. And I mean, it's just odd that she only played one song from Speak Now too, but
yeah,
it feels like there's something purposeful about it. But we'll see,
yeah,
I guess. You never know what Taylor's up to.
yeah, for real. So,
So,
but
okay, so yeah, so I loved the opening. I loved how it was just a snippet of Miss Americana and then went right into Cruel Summer.
mhm, I
So,
agree.
my favorite part from the performance of Cruel Summer, I think, is first of all, like being in the audience and you just see her and she's like this tiny sparkly dot. If she was so sparkly, I remember
Mhm.
being really shocked at how sparkly she was because you see the videos online, but in person, she was just so sparkly. It
Yeah.
was insane.
Mhm. She's like
So,
this big.
yes, and so sparkly. I couldn't get over how
Yeah.
sparkly she was. So
It
that
was
was
those
cool.
boots, man.
Yes, those boots. Oh my gosh.
They're
Yeah.
so cool.
I want some of
Yeah.
those boots. I would
Yeah.
never wear them because I don't want that much attention, but they are so
Uh-huh.
cute.
I know, right? Like I don't ever think I would wear them, but
I'd be
they are
like, don't look
so
at
I
me.
just want them because they're so cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're very cute. Okay, so yeah, so that was one thing I really loved. And then I loved the part where the bridge is coming. She's like, "Are you ready for the first bridge of the night? Go." I loved
Yeah.
that.
And everyone's just screaming at the top of their lungs. I'm drunk. I
Yes.
don't think I ever screamed so loud in my
I know,
life.
right?
It was so
It
good.
was.
Yeah, just to
Yes.
give backstory, Cruel Summer is like my favorite Taylor Swift song with that. So,
Mhm.
well, I guess one of the many, but yeah, it was
Yeah.
so good though.
It was. It was
Yeah,
amazing. So,
yeah, but
um yeah, and just hearing everybody scream it was so
mhm.
fun and just yeah, it was just a good moment.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I really going into the next song, which was Lover, right?
It was the man.
Oh, The Man was the next one.
But you can
But
talk about Lover if you want.
oh, no, you're good. Sorry. I'm jumping ahead. So, but the part that was really kind of cheesy, but I think she's just trying to translate it, translate, that's not the
Mm-hmm.
word. Transition
Transition.
into the next song was how she's like, "You make me feel so strong. You make me
Mm.
feel like the man."
Yeah.
And she does it like that too.
She does
Like,
the cheesy
"The
thing.
man." Ah. But I thought too, I saw this TikTok too, and I didn't like correlate it with what was going on, but um, they, at the very end of The Man, I thought was really cool. She has a scaffolding and she's like climbing up, and at the end, she's at the top, like the top of the tower. She's
Yeah.
basically the CEO of everything. Like, she made it,
Yes.
like, she's that person. So I thought that
Yeah.
was super cool.
Yeah, that was another thing too that I didn't notice until after the tour, and I was watching
Hmm.
TikToks and someone pointing out
Yeah.
like one of the things they pointed out too was that like all the girl dancers were like having to go over hurdles and all the men were like just flying past. I think that was something they pointed out. And so I
Oh,
liked
I didn't
that
realize
too.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was
So
cool.
yeah, so that's like one of those little details that you don't really notice because there's so
Mm.
much going on.
Yeah.
Oh, that was another thing that I really loved was the lighting
Oh.
effects. The I thought
Hmm.
that it was really cool just the way the lights were everywhere.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was more during another era, so I'll point that out later.
Yeah. Well, it
But
was cool too to see. So when she was singing Cruel Summer and she came out, and you know how they have like those, I don't know what they are, supposed to be like butterfly wings, I think,
yeah.
like those type of things. But Tampa, when she did the show, did you see that picture where they have like the sky that matches basically the entire like color scheme
No.
of it? It's seriously so pretty.
Oh,
It
I
like
need to see
matches
that.
everything like in her show, and she's just standing there staring at the sky like it was awesome. I'm like, I
That's
couldn't even imagine being her
cool.
just staring at this whole thing, and it's like it's just
Yeah.
totally matching the aesthetic of everything.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll have to
Yeah.
you'll have to send me that or I'll have to look it up or something.
Yeah, I'll try to find it. But it was cool. It was on
Yeah.
Tampa, like one of the nights of Tampa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, The Man was good. That's one of my favorite songs from Lover is The
Hmm.
Man. And then she went into You Need to Calm Down, which was awesome. I love that song. One of my favorite things was like the rainbow going around the crowd or with
Yeah, I
the
was
bracelets.
that's what I was going to say is I think that was my favorite part was the
Yeah.
bracelets, and then they made the rainbow around the entire thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just an awesome song.
Yeah, it is. I love that song. I love the
Yeah.
doo 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 in
Yeah.
it. And then
I
I
like
love the
the
harmony too.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's my favorite part is the
Mm.
harmony of all of it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
So, okay, so then she went into Lover, which was good, but we've seen that before. Like we've seen performances, I guess. Not
Hmm.
live, but we've seen her perform that a lot. And I don't remember anything special about that one. Do you?
Oh, I just loved the dancers around and their dancing, and they were like the colors of their dress and everything was just there were colors of the actual eras that were behind because the screen came
Oh,
in and they
really?
put the lever house up. Yeah, and
Oh.
the colors, I just remember a yellow one like Fearless, and then there was like a green one for like the debut. Like so they came in and then just the colors were all pretty, and then the dancers did such a good job because they were doing kind of like a waltz.
Oh,
It
I
was
didn't
really,
even
yeah, it was
notice
pretty.
that.
Yeah, I liked the dancing part of that one.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
cool. I
It
wish
was
I had
cool.
noticed it. Oh, you know
Yeah.
what I did notice though? What I
What?
think it was this song was the hearts in the bracelets. Was that this song or was that Fearless? Was that Love Story or was that Lover? There was like hearts in the
Hearts
audience.
number. Oh,
Pink
that was
hearts.
Fearless.
Was oh, is
Everyone
that
did
Love
this.
Story? No, no. Um like there was pink hearts. The bracelets made pink hearts in the audience. Like huge pink hearts.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. So
Oh.
I was watching that while you were watching the dancers.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I guess.
I was like watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the
So,
bracelets are such a great addition since I think she started doing that what, in 1989?
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they like totally uplift the show, I think.
Oh, for real. Well, I
Just
think
seeing
too,
that in your
she wants to
peripheral.
be able to see her fans and like have a
Yeah.
connection with them, and that's her
Mhm.
way of doing it was the bracelets, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
They're cool. Yeah,
Yes. So, okay.
yeah.
So then next was this was the last song she did from Lover was The Archer.
Oh, okay. The Archer. Yeah, Archer. I thought lived. So it's not my favorite song. And I
Uh-huh.
was shocked that she chose that one over Death by a Thousand Cuts
Yeah.
or one of the other ones on that album. But it actually was the one that I was shocked I liked so much, like live.
Oh
Um, I
yeah.
I liked the beat of the heart. Like it felt like, especially with "I see it coming," that part. You know
Mhm.
what I'm talking about in the song. It sounded really cool live, and then also all the arrows going around
Was there
like the stage. Like there's arrows going into the center of the stage. It was cool.
Oh, yes. Yes, I remember
Yeah,
that.
that's
Uh-huh.
why I just thought it was a lot cooler
Live.
visually and
Mhm.
how she did it versus just listening to it on the album. That's my opinion,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's one of mine too, that it's just I always felt that it never like picked up the way I want it to,
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
Um but yeah, I mean I enjoyed it live. But yeah.
yeah.
So next was so me and Jenny, we knew the set list before we went in, and so we
Hmm.
had made plans to go and buy merch during the Fearless era.
Yes.
But once she started playing Fearless, we were like, should we just stay for Fearless and then we'll go after so You Belong With Me and Love Story was next.
Yeah,
Which we've heard that like on every tour since Fearless tour. And
yeah.
so but Fearless the song, I think we've only heard the one time, right? Like in the actual
I
Fearless
think so.
tour. I don't
Yeah,
think
I
she
think
played it.
so. I
Yeah, at
think I've
any
heard it like
others.
twice at the most, but I really like Fearless. I always it's one of those
Yeah.
songs that I always forget. Like, hey, I like this one. You
Yes,
know?
yes. Well, and like, yeah, it's like you start hearing that little do 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 do. I was like, oh, Jenny, we have
Yeah.
to stay for this song.
Mhm.
So, and it was really
Yeah.
fun doing the hearts. It was so nostalgic, like this thing.
This thing.
Yes, it
Woo!
was very nostalgic to do that with her again, and it just like takes you back, you know.
Well, too. So, there was this thing I was watching. It was obviously on TikTok, and they were stating how she ended up um, she went back, like she had her guitar and she's playing Fearless. And she used to do this thing where she would like spin in a circle with her guitar.
Yes,
And she
yes.
did that. And it's like
Mhm.
very reminiscent of like the Fearless tour.
Yes,
And
it
so I
was
love that
so
she was adding
cute.
elements into her thing like that. Like there's
Mhm.
so much going on visually that you just can't capture everything.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's like you
Yeah.
have to, even if I think you saw the concert 5 times in a row, you still would not capture everything. Like
Yeah,
there's
there's
so much going on.
so much to look
Hmm.
at.
Yeah.
So-
So,
Plus, I mean, I feel like I had so much adrenaline hit me when she just came out. And I saw
hmm,
again, I'm going to say that all that sparkle, I was just overwhelmed with adrenaline.
yeah.
Like I could feel it in my whole body was like going to
Hmm.
explode. It's like,
Yeah,
oh
no,
my
I
gosh,
agree.
there she is.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm,
So
yeah.
yeah, so there's that, and then you're trying to like feel that and still notice things. It's a lot.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot to take on and it's so much and overwhelming and I don't know. You're
Yes.
just trying to like be in the moment, but it's hard to be in the moment and try
Mhm.
to look at things if that
Mm.
makes sense. Like
Mhm.
pick things out like Easter eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
So yeah, so we stayed for Fearless, and then we went and got our merch during
Hmm.
You Belong With Me.
Yeah.
And just a tip, like that worked great. There was like 3 people in line. We were in and out, and we got our nice hoodies that we wanted so bad, and
Yep.
so yeah. And
Yeah,
it
there.
was oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead. What were you saying?
Well, I was just gonna say it was so fun walking out there because the music was still so loud, and then even the people like in the concession hallway area were singing too,
And they were
and
like dancing around
yeah,
and
that
having
was just kind
fun.
of
Yeah.
fun. So it still felt like we were in there, even though we
Yeah.
weren't.
Well, it was so fast too. Like the merch, like
Mhm.
it was so fast to go during that. Like we left during you belong with me, and we came back, and we were still there for half of Love Story.
Yeah. Yep.
So not that like I can remember much from Love Story, but
Mm-hmm.
like that was, yeah, we were just there for like the tail end of it. So it's not like we missed a lot. But
Yeah.
then I think everyone tried to book it to the merch area during, what was it, during the next era, which was Evermore.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, so if you've seen her a lot and you want to miss You Belong With Me and um, Love
Love
Story, if
Story.
you like don't mind missing those, that's
Yeah.
the time to go because I think everybody wants to hear those songs.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it was a good break for us.
Yes, it was. It was
Yeah.
definitely good, and we were able to get our hoodies, so that's good.
Yes. All right. So then she went right into Evermore,
Hmm.
which I actually really enjoyed this era that she did. Tis the Damn Season is like an okay song for me.
Yeah.
But I love Willow. I love so she did Tis the Damn Season, Willow, Marjorie, Champagne Problems, and then Tolerate It were the songs she did in this era.
Hmm.
So yeah, I loved Willow. Now, is that the one? Because I loved this part too. I'm pretty sure this is the one where she did the "I'll meet you after dark," and then like the fire went up or something. I think it was this song. Yeah, because it
Was
has
it
the
this one?
line. Yeah, because it has the line something meet. I can't remember, but it says "meet you after dark." Do 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 do. And so she was like doing that part of the song,
Oh
but at the
yeah, but I
beginning.
ain't say this, no. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so at the very beginning of the song, like all the witches are there and they're like, I can't remember the first part of it, but she says something and she says, "Meet you after dark." And then like all the witches went down and the fire went up.
Uh
And
huh.
I really liked that part.
Yeah. Evermore was that era that was I was pleasantly surprised by, that I actually really liked,
Hmm.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I was shocked that I liked it so much,
Hmm.
and I don't know, I liked all the songs a lot more than I thought. So
Yeah.
it was good. I really liked Champagne Problems was so good,
Yes, it was.
and the one where, oh, Marjorie, I actually teared up because
Oh,
it
yeah.
reminded me of like my grandma,
Hmm.
and so who's no longer with us, and
Hmm.
so it reminded me of that type of thing, and
Yeah.
how proud her grandma probably is proud of her, of how
Hmm.
far she's come, and I
Yeah.
thought that was a really cute song. And then I liked the Tolerate It. It was so good
Yeah. That was
with the
something.
table.
Yeah, like so before we went to the tour, I knew what to expect a lot of the times, but with Tolerate It, I didn't expect that. I didn't see anything about Tolerate It before the concert, and so um just watching that, I loved the way she's like talking to him at the table and
Mm-hmm.
he's just not there. It was just like
Yeah.
this really great representation of what she's talking about in the song. And
Yeah.
then I really loved how she started crawling on the table, like kind of like getting in his face. And it's like he still doesn't notice. And then she says the line about pulling this dagger out of me. And it's just, oh, it's just such a
It's
great
so,
song.
it really is a good song.
And
And
I
it's
loved what she did
really,
with it.
yeah, I thought it was really heart wrenching. And like it brought
Yes.
out the like emotions of all of it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the table was really interesting because that was like the only prop she really, well, I guess she brought like out the folklore house, right? But
Yeah.
like that was like the only kind of, like, she set it up like a movie scene,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and I think that it's kind of like you're watching a Broadway show. And I feel like
Yeah.
that's how most of her concerts are like these
Mm-hmm.
productions, and it's like better than a Broadway show. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and
Yeah.
I love that she's like actually laying out the table because there's the line of "I lay the table with the fancy shit," and I leaned
Yeah.
over to Josh and I was like, "Josh, she's laying the table with the fancy shit." He's like, "Okay."
He's like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was good.
So
Yeah, I
yeah,
really liked it. She did a really great job with it.
yeah, I loved that one.
Yeah, me too.
So, okay, so now we're into Reputation, which, oh
Reputation
my gosh, the
was like
transitions.
so good. And the transition between the two eras, this was probably, I'm going to say, this was my favorite era that she did.
Yeah, I think it was mine too, which I
And
was not expecting, but
I
it
wasn't
was
expecting it either.
like
Like, I
just
really like Reputation, but yeah.
the energy that came
Mm-hmm.
into the whole area when she just showed like you hear the snake and you see her in the high heels. You know, it was just like everybody's freaking out and we're like, "Oh my gosh, it's Reputation."
Yeah,
And it was
right?
just that transition of like her walking in the hills and the snakes and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good. I was
And
so hyped.
every single song she did in that era was like a hit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like every single one.
Uh-huh. Well, like
Oh,
even
she
I
did
don't
good.
even like Look What You Made Me Do that much. It's not my
Mm-hmm.
favorite off the album, but the
Yeah.
way she transitioned into it made me love it.
Yeah, with the Don't Blame Me. Oh, so
Yes.
good.
Don't
Yeah.
blame me for what you made me do. So
Well,
good.
too, one part that I noticed in when we were there was that in Look What You Made You Do, she brought out like a lot more like guitar, like heavy metal, like kind of
Yes.
guitar sound in it, and it sounded
Yes.
so
So much better.
good,
Because I think in the
so
actual
good.
recording, isn't it like a piano? It's just the do, do, do. But the guitar is like
Yeah,
do, 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 do,
yeah,
do. So
it
much
was seriously
better.
so good.
Oh, it really was. It
And I'm
really,
wondering
really
if that's what
was.
I'm going to predict that's what she's going to do on her
Ooh, Taylor's
Taylor's version.
version. That would be awesome.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock
Yeah.
me, but she seriously did so good. Like, it was so good.
Yes. Okay, so first we need to go back to Don't Blame Me because
Sorry.
no, you're
Yes.
fine. That song was so good. Obviously, I was excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
But it like blew my mind because okay, the part where she's like what is it? It's like all the production stops and it's just the harmonies of "Oh, don't blame me, my drug is my baby," and like all the lights around the stage went straight up.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that part was so like cathartic for me. I felt like I was in church.
I
Like,
know.
like
The
my
Church of
soul
Taylor
was leaving my
Swift.
body.
I think everybody
It
felt that
was
way.
so good. I loved
Yeah,
it.
it was seriously so good. And I think that was better than when she did it on Reputation.
It was. I don't even remember what she did on Reputation.
No, like
What did she do?
go watch it on the
I'll
tour.
have to
It
watch
was
it.
I think she did something similar, but I think that it was so much better this one, and especially her transition into the next song.
The
Like it was
transition.
so good.
Yeah. Like I would say that's probably her best transition I've ever seen her do ever.
Yeah, I
It was
agree.
so good.
It was seriously so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole era. Like, and then she sang what? So she did "Are You Ready
Um
for It," which is
yeah.
obviously the most hyped song on the album.
Then she
Like, it
did
was seriously
Delicate.
so good. I loved it,
It
and I loved
was.
her outfit too for
Oh, I
that one.
know. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, we forgot to talk about all her outfits while we're going through this.
I know.
Did she
Yeah,
do
we'll have
did
to do it at
she
the end.
she only did one outfit, right? For Reputation? It was that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It was that like cut off one
Yeah.
leg and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the outfit was awesome. I loved
It
it.
was seriously so cool. And her microphone was seriously so cool.
What was her
Like,
microphone?
so her microphone was all black and then it was like the snake like wrapped around her hand.
Oh, right.
It
Yes.
seriously was so cool.
So good.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So Reputation was like good.
Yeah. Reputation was so good. So she did Are You Ready for It, right? And then she went into Don't Blame Me.
So then she did Delicate.
Yeah, and then she did Delicate. And was those the only four?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I recorded a snippet of Delicate, but it was mostly to send it to Jed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and this was the first concert. So we talked about this a little bit in our first Eras tour thing. But so you know the whole 1, 2, 3, let's go bitch.
Yeah.
So I found out how that started.
How did that start?
I guess, which I haven't verified this, but I'm pretty sure. So I guess someone on TikTok was watching her perform it, and
Mm-hmm.
at that part, the person recording the TikTok was like, 1, 2, 3, let's go, bitch, and like really animated, enthusiastic about it. And then so I guess it just picked up and went
Okay.
viral, and so then everybody just started doing it.
Okay, yeah.
So
There's another one that I can't remember how it goes though, but it's at, and see, and I'm probably gonna get hate from it because I'm not a true Taylor Swift fan, but because there's so many videos out there of what you need to know before you go.
yeah.
But there's one that some guy just made up for, I think the Don't Blame Me, like take me to church, like he screamed something like that. Do you remember that? I can't remember what it was.
I don't. But
Yeah,
that's
but it was something like that.
hilarious. I think
Mm-hmm.
I saw something like that about Don't Blame Me.
Oh yeah.
Like take me to church or something, and like calling her mother or something like
Yeah.
that.
And then she commented on it and she's like, is this the new 1, 2, 3, let's go, bitch? And
Oh,
then he
did
was,
she?
yeah.
That's
So everyone's now saying
hilarious.
it, like, and then I'm like realizing as the concerts keep going, when I tune into certain parts, they say these things.
So
I was like,
that's
oh, that's
part.
interesting.
So what part of Look What You Made Me Do did they say that?
No, sorry, it was on Don't Blame Me.
Oh, it was on Don't Blame Me. Okay.
Don't Blame Me, yeah.
So what part of the song do they?
It's the part where right before they go, Lord, don't save me, my blood drug is my baby, you know?
It's right
She goes,
before
yes,
that.
yeah, right there.
So they say, "Take me to church."
Take me to
Don't
church.
me.
And then, yeah.
That is hilarious. I need to tune in at that part now and
Yeah,
watch it.
yeah. It was seriously so
That's
it's
awesome.
funny.
I love
I'm
that.
like, I just want to make something up that like goes viral like that.
I know we should.
People will say. So then I can enjoy it at church or at the next concert, you know, and I'd be like, I made that happen.
I know. Well, that's like the Bejeweled dance. Did you? Well, I'm getting ahead of myself, but she did the Bejeweled dance.
She did the Bejeweled dance, yeah.
Which was so cute. I love the way she interacts with fans. It's so cute.
I love that she like gets on there and she makes comments to things.
Yeah.
And I think it's adorable because like most artists don't do that unless they're clapping back at somebody.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so that's Reputation. We loved it.
Reputation was good.
Yes.
Do not go get merch during that section.
No, don't. You'll be sorry.
You don't care. Yeah.
But even if you don't care, you will care after this because it was so good.
It seriously was so good. So
okay, so now we're on to Speak Now, which we only got one song.
Yeah.
But I was very, very happy about the song we got because that was the one song I had to hear off of Speak Now, and that was Enchanted.
And it seriously was like how I imagined it.
Yeah.
Like she comes out in this huge ball gown and it's just beautiful, sparkly. And she just like is lifted on this platform. Like it was so, I loved it.
It was.
I loved Enchanted.
Me
I loved it.
And then I obviously loved the part with the chorus and me and
yeah.
you doing the
yeah.
Jenny, that's what we need to start. We need to do a TikTok of us doing that to Enchanted. Because it's there. It is there. And everyone should do it.
Do that. Yeah.
We'll make a TikTok. We have to do that.
It'll be like the cool 30-year-olds that do this.
Yeah. But we started that.
We started that, guys.
When did we start that? Like when we were in our 20s, though.
Yeah, so 20-year-olds, you got to get on with this.
Because did that start after we went to the Speak Now concert? Or did we do it during the Speak Now concert?
I think it was something we just made up when we were working.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I think it was probably after the tour.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I love doing that.
Speak Now. Yeah.
So
we've done it for a year, so everybody needs to jump on our train.
They do. So we need to start an Enchanted trend of that.
Yeah. Yeah. We do.
Watch out for that on our TikTok page. We're gonna do that.
Yes. We need to
Yeah,
start posting things on the TikTok page.
we do. And our Instagram. Once we
And
get
our
these
Instagram.
videos out.
Yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. So,
Okay. So Speak Now was great as well. Wish we had a little
mhm.
more, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, so now we're on to Red was the next tour, and
Oh,
that's when I
Red.
took my break. I had to sit down
Oh, yes.
because
Yeah.
the Red isn't my. I don't know. Like I like songs on Red, but the ones that she was playing, I wasn't a huge fan of. So
Yeah.
I just sat down pretty much for all of that, except for All Too Well. That's when I stood back up.
Yeah, I think I sat down too for most of that one. But I love 22. I do like 22.
Yeah.
But what were the other ones? So she started with 22,
Yeah, she
right?
did 22, We Are Never Getting Back Together, I Knew You Were Trouble, and All Too Well.
Okay, yeah. So I sat through We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together and the other one.
I Knew You Were Trouble.
Yeah, and then I stood during All Too Well for the whole 10 minutes
Of course.
singing at the top of my lungs.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes. That's one of those songs that for me it wasn't my favorite when it first came out. But I think with all the hype and the way it's built up over the years, I've grown to love it.
that's funny cuz like I remember making fun of that song with you.
Oh yeah. Okay. Do you know what I said? Do you remember what I said about All Too Well?
Uh-uh.
I said that it was basically what's that? It's All Coming Back to Me by Celine Dion.
Oh yeah.
But that it was Taylor's version.
Okay, I remember that.
But
Yeah.
I think it's different now. I think it's different to me now. It seems more personal.
Yeah, like, I think that now knowing like the backstory and everything of it,
Yeah.
then yeah. But I think what started with me is starting to like that song because I've liked that song for a really long time
Yeah.
before the 10-minute version.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what started that was I think it was experience heartbreak and I like came across it listening to her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, this is a really sad song.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
but it's really good, but
Yeah.
sad, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, but I really like that song now. Like, it's probably I'd say it's in my top 3
Of
that
all
song
of her
is,
songs.
out of all of her songs.
Yeah.
That and Cruel Summer.
I don't know if I could do that. It's so hard.
No, I think I could do it a lot easier than you. It's hard because like those are probably my top 3 that I could just listen to over and over again and not get sick of.
Yeah, we need to do definitely a ranking episode where we rank all of her songs.
Yeah.
But, it's gonna be hard.
That'll be hard for sure.
So
Yeah.
okay, so then next was Folklore.
Folklore was definitely one of those ones that you could sit down on and chill.
Yes.
Which was nice because I think our entire section got that memo.
Yeah, I think they did. Did we like sit down for all of that?
I think most of it. I think I stood for
other
August.
People were sitting down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like because I remember really wanting to hear Betty, and I was really, really excited that she was playing that one. I don't remember if I had to stand or not though, because a lot of people in our section were sitting down, so I might have just stayed sitting.
Yeah, it was really nice.
But like, I loved Betty.
If you guys are going for Folklore, like do yourself and your section a favor and just sit down for it.
Yeah, have a chill section time.
Have a chill, especially if you're in your 30s or 20s. Like think of the 30 and older crowd. So that's us. Like we're just old and we're just like lucky that we got the energy to get there. Like
seriously. Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah. It's so sad but true.
Yeah. So she did Invisible String on ours, and then she did the one, which Invisible String is like okay for me. It's not a huge one for me, but Betty, I love that she did the triangle, the Betty, August, and Cardigan. Yeah. I really wanted to hear those 3. So
Yeah, I do too.
I was really happy she did them, and I loved Betty. I thought it was so cute how because she starts on the roof and kind of moves down into the cabin and then comes out on the
Hmm.
porch. I thought it was really cute.
I thought it was cute how she did the Great American Dynasty one and had like the people like acting it out, if that
I
makes
did not
sense.
notice that they did that. They acted the song out?
Yeah, they like acted out like they were like this royalty, and then there was the lady from the Great American Dynasty, and she
Really?
like and she like kind of gives Taylor her like look at each other at one point, and they like kind of like wink at each other like, hey, like
Oh, I didn't notice that.
yeah, she was in the blue dress and she had
Huh.
like blonde hair. Yeah.
See, I
So
can't wait
I thought it was
for
cool.
like the actual recording of this to come out so I can
Mhm.
notice all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she did something like that. It was really cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um okay, and then August. We loved August.
Loved
Such a
August.
great song.
I loved it. Yeah, August her running around the stage, you know how she's
Oh,
like running around the stage?
yeah.
It reminded me a lot of when I went and saw Florence and the Machine.
Oh, that does have Florence vibes. Plus, even her
She
outfit has Florence
Yeah,
vibes.
she was like in this like big flowy like dress,
Uh
and then
huh.
she's like running around, so she's just kind of like floating across the stage, and it just totally reminded me of Florence and the Machine, like
Wait,
how she was producing that.
did you go see Florence?
I saw
You
Florence.
did? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was 20. They came to Salt Lake she came in like 2019,
Oh, okay.
2018. It was when I was dating Jed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
I I didn't know that. So that's
yeah,
cool. So okay,
yeah.
so she had Florence vibes, which I can see that totally.
Yeah, she had Florence vibes with that one, but I thought it was so good, and like
Yeah.
I just really like August,
I
so I
was
wasn't going to
like,
complain about that one.
yeah, I don't know if this was something I saw prior to the concert, was her running like that. I was like, where's she going? What's she doing? She was going so
Yeah,
fast. I was like, she's
yeah.
gonna like run off the stage. She needs to stop.
And I was afraid that she was like going to trip on something
I
because she was just
know.
like all over the place.
I know.
Yeah, but no,
She
it was really good.
Yeah, I loved that. It was so cute.
Yeah, I liked August a
Um
lot,
okay, and
but
then
I
oh, go
but I
ahead.
feel like too this, and I don't know, this might get some hate, but I feel like folklore could have been a little shorter.
Oh yeah. See,
But I don't
okay,
know.
I would have cut out The Invisible String and Last American Dynasty,
Yeah.
but I loved the rest of the songs that she played.
Yeah. What else did she play in there? So she played Betty. I like Betty Cardigan in August.
Uh-huh. And then she also did Illicit Affairs and My Tears Ricochet.
Oh, yeah.
Which, with Illicit Affairs, I don't think I liked that song as much as I do now because of the way she performed it.
Oh,
I loved how she took like the best part of that song and just sang that part. Like the million
uh-huh.
little times it dies and it dies a million little times. Like such a
Yeah.
great line. And she even kind of made it more dramatic. Like kind of yelled it if I remember right.
Yeah.
So I loved
I
that she
remember
did
that.
that. Hmm.
Yeah.
And then I love My Tears Ricochet. I love that song. And so I was happy she played it. And I loved the part where she's like, I can go anywhere I want, just not home. So
Yeah.
good.
It
Like,
was really
just
good.
not home.
Yeah. No, she did a good job, I thought.
Yeah, I loved that.
Hmm.
So, and then obviously Cardigan was good. So that was the last one she
Yeah,
did.
I liked Cardigan a lot.
Yeah. Such a cute song. I my
Yeah.
favorite song, or my favorite line from that song is Peter losing Wendy, cuz
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so like nostalgic. I don't know, I just thought it was cool that she used that and said that in the song.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Cuz what's the
thought that
line? Go
I
ahead.
did love how they brought out the folklore house though.
Oh yeah.
And like
Mhm.
it was just really pretty, like
Yeah.
scene wise of all of it.
I
They brought
loved
the cabin out.
the story that she shared too when
Hmm.
she was talking about how she wasn't sure she'd ever be able to like perform this, and she wasn't sure that the cabin would ever have any use after the performance, or like she had imagined the cabin, you know.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, I don't know if it'll ever become a thing, but then it did. It's now on
Yeah.
her biggest tour yet. So,
Yeah, I know, for real, right?
so I liked that little
Yeah.
snippet that she shared with us.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
okay, so then 1989 was next.
That one was
And she
good.
opened with Style. And I actually kind of sat down for this too. I was so tired.
I really liked. I think I stood for some of this, but maybe I was sitting down. I can't even remember. But I liked Style. I thought she did a really good job with that one and Blank Space.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Blood. I don't normally don't like. It's not my favorite. Bad Blood's not my favorite, but I did like the fire, like pyro techniques going on.
Yes.
Like it was really cool. Like
Mm-hmm.
just seeing that part of it,
Yeah.
I thought
Well,
was awesome.
and it's cool, like when you're actually there live, you can feel the heat too
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, we
So I
were like
like
super
that
close
too.
to one of the things that shot off the fire, but
Yeah.
it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I liked that one. What else did she sing in that era? She
So
sang
yeah, she did Style, Blank Space, Shake It Off, Wildest Dreams,
"Oh, Shake
and
It Off."
Bad Blood.
Yeah, I
So
liked Wildest Dreams too. I liked them. But it's hard because it's like I've been to the other concerts, so I've seen them.
right.
But I think I'm more excited to see, honestly, like the last three sets. So like Folklore, Midnight, and 1989. Right, those are the last three, and then
Uh-huh.
she has her surprise songs in between. But like,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that section. Like, if she's recording it, which I believe she is. But like, I think that I'm excited to watch those and not be tired.
Yeah. Like you mean like watching the recorded.
Watching the recordings of like
Right.
the recorded part of it,
Yes.
like, and being
Yes.
able to see it visually and see, oh, that was actually really cool. I can't believe I missed that, because
Yeah.
it's just like I feel like I used all of my energy for the first half.
Oh
And
yeah.
then like the last like two areas, I was just like, I'm ready to kind of go
Yeah.
to bed.
I like, and what is it? Reputation like took it out of me because I was so
Mm-hmm.
hyped for that era that I
Yeah.
swear I expended all of my energy during that.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
then
think so too.
so then by the time we got to 1989, I was tired and I was like, because I really wanted to stand for Midnight, so I was like, I'm gonna have to
Mm-hmm.
sit down now so that I can
Yeah.
stand for Midnights.
Yeah.
So
And I think I stood for Midnights too. I think that was like, yeah. Anyway,
mhm.
but yeah, I really liked Midnights.
Yeah, me
But
too.
1989, going back to that one,
Uh-huh.
I thought it was really good. I thought that she did a really good job with just the visual of it. I liked her outfits in this. Like, it kind of was reminiscent of the
Oh,
1990,
totally.
1989 era with like the fringe and the
Mhm.
sparkles and all of that. It was seriously so pretty.
I loved her outfits in
Mm-hmm.
1989. Very,
Yeah.
very nostalgic outfits.
And I liked the part in Blank Space where she brought out the car, like she was like destroying the
Oh,
car.
yeah.
I thought
Mhm.
that was really cool too because it reminds me of the music video.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
thought she did a great job with all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and in the 1989 tour, she has the golf club, right? And she like hits
Yeah.
the microphone with it
Mm-hmm.
to do that
Yeah,
little
she did. Yeah.
loop
And then,
effect.
yeah, but in the actual like music video that she has a
Mhm.
car that she hits
Right.
with the golf club. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which would
Yeah.
be so fun to do.
I know,
Like,
right?
it'd be fun to do in theory, but I don't want to do that to my car
No.
or someone else's because
Go
like
to a
it's
junkyard or
illegal,
something. Yeah.
But to have it set up for a music video where you could just
I
destroy the
know,
crap out of a
right?
fancy car, it would be really fun.
Yeah.
But
That reminds
yeah.
me, this is like random, but it reminds me, I think one of the clips that they played prior to the concert starting, remember they were
Mm-hmm.
showing those little clips. There was one where she's destroying the Speak Now guitar for the Anti-Hero music
Oh,
video. And then
uh-huh.
like after she's done recording destroying it, she like lays it down real careful. Did you
Yeah,
notice that?
I did notice that. I thought that was so
So funny.
funny. Because it's like you just beat the crap out of it. Yeah.
It's so
No, it's
funny.
funny. Yeah.
So,
So,
okay, so then the next one was the surprise songs.
yeah.
So, our surprise songs were Our Song and Snow on the Beach.
Yeah. In remembrance of Lana Del Rey album
Mm-hmm.
coming out that day.
Yeah.
So,
So Jenny was happy because she got Our Song. That was one that
I
you
like
said
our
you
song.
wanted when we
Yeah.
were doing our other video.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Snow on the Beach was good too. But I
Yeah.
think, yeah, it's not like my favorite off of Midnight's. It's becoming
Yeah.
lower and lower, I think.
Well, I didn't realize because I thought she was going to play random songs from debut during that time. And I didn't
Oh,
realize it was going to be like her albums across the board.
oh,
So, yeah, what I really wish is that because like the two songs I really wanted to hear were Clean and oh
Death,
my gosh,
Death by a
Death by a
Thousand
Thousand
Cuts.
Cuts. Yeah,
Yeah.
like for some reason I couldn't remember that. But yeah, and that was done in Arlington night two. I'm
Mm,
like, oh man, we should have gone to Arlington.
I know. Well, and then too, the next night in Vegas, she brought out Mumford.
Oh yeah, she brought out Marcus Mumford, which was
So
cool.
yeah,
And then in Tampa, she's pulled out Aaron Dessner. So I'm like, it's pretty
yeah.
cool.
I'm waiting for Jack to come out.
I bet Jack's gonna come out in the New Jersey ones,
The New Jersey.
like the
What
New York, New Jersey
What do you
area.
think
I
he
bet
would
he'll.
sing with her?
I don't know.
I don't
I
know
have no clue.
either. I wonder.
What has he produced with
Like
her?
a
Like,
lot. He
like
did.
this love is one of them.
Uh-huh.
Maybe some
Oh,
from
maybe that one
folklore.
because she actually wrote that one about him and his girlfriend at the time.
Yeah,
But maybe not because
but I think
he's
he
not with her
produced that
anymore.
one. But he's produced a lot of songs on her
Yeah,
album, so it wouldn't
it's
shock me
hard
if
to
he does like
say.
one of them
You know what I
or
really
something
would have
from.
loved is if he sang Antihero with her
Oh
and
yeah.
said,
Uh,
Taylor, you'll be fine.
well, the crowd's now doing that. Did you know that?
Are they? Is it like loud
Mm-hmm.
enough that you can tell? Because
Yeah,
I was hoping they would do it at ours, but I don't think I didn't hear them do it.
yeah. I think they took it from the bleachers, but I think that they have started doing that.
Mm. I love
Yeah,
that.
from what I read in one of the videos.
I love that.
So
That's so. I
yeah,
love that.
yeah.
Taylor,
So
you'll be fine.
especially now with all of her breakup and stuff
I
like coming out.
know.
So
Yeah. Oh, that's so
yeah,
cute.
I think that
Yeah.
they're
Did
doing
you
that.
did you see that TikTok of someone holding up a sign saying "You okay?" and she goes,
Oh, and she gave the thumbs up.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like that's so cute.
yeah,
But yeah. Anyway.
yeah. But
Okay. So now we're on to Midnights.
Midnights,
She
which was also I think that was my favorite section.
It was good. Yes.
I think Reputation, Midnights, and then Evermore
Uh,
are probably my favorites.
oh yeah. I don't know what I would say are my favorites.
Lover's good too.
Ugh, they're all so good.
Yeah,
Anyway, okay. So she opened with Lavender Haze and then went to
yes.
Antihero, Midnight Rain, Vigilante Shit, Bejeweled, Mastermind, and Karma. So, what did you think
None
of
of
Lavender
those
Haze?
disappointed.
I
That's all I
know.
have to say. They were all so good,
They
like spot on,
were.
perfect,
Yes.
so good.
I'm trying to think of
But
like the parts that stood out to me. Um it's hard because I was really tired at this point in the night.
I really liked Antihero. I liked the graphics behind because it was kind of like the music video with the tall Taylor and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yes. I loved the Big Taylor. I forgot about that.
I thought that was really cool, and I love the part where she goes, "Everybody agrees," and she like is
And
like
falls
bends over because
down.
she's just like, "Ugh, I'm over it."
And
And then
extends
she
the
goes,
S out, of course.
"Yeah," and then she goes, and then she pops up and she goes, "It's me, hi," and then
And
the crowd goes, "Hi," and then she goes, "I'm the problem, it's me." I like it.
yeah, I know that was yeah, I liked
Oh,
that
it's
too.
cute. Yeah.
I really want to watch the background of that closer, because I feel like there's an Easter egg somewhere in Taylor being big and like throwing that fit. I loved the fit that she was throwing in the back, like stomping her foot and like shaking her head. I just loved that.
Yeah. I wonder if there is something in there.
So something about it that it reminded me of is the song 7, how she says in that song, like she says something like, I used to throw tantrums like anytime I wanted. Do you remember that in 7?
I don't remember that.
She says something like that. And so it kind of reminded me of that. Like she's like throwing a temper tantrum like a little girl, like a little kid would.
Yeah.
So that was one thing, but I feel like there's something more to it. I feel like there's definitely an Easter egg there.
Yeah, I feel like there is a lot of Easter eggs on the back of Midnights that we just haven't even Bejeweled. Like all of the images in the from Bejeweled are seriously so cool. Like all the diamonds and everything like that. And then they have all the dancers coming out too.
Yeah.
And they're all in different colors and stuff. Like it's really awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And then obviously vigilante shit was awesome.
Oh, vigilante. I like vigilante shit.
Yeah,
that one was good.
I'm still a little confused about why she was wearing a garter though. I still don't know, because she wasn't for the first in Arizona. She wasn't wearing the garter, but in Vegas she was.
I don't know.
That's weird. I feel like it means something, but I don't know what.
She wasn't in Vegas? I thought she was.
No, she wasn't in Arizona.
Oh,
but
in Arizona,
in Vegas,
she did it?
No, but in Vegas she was wearing it.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. That's weird.
But I haven't noticed if she's still wearing it at the other places, because it might have just been like, oh, it's Vegas, like Flapper Girl. I don't know. Like maybe she wore it because she was in Vegas.
No, she wore it in Tampa because she had like a wardrobe malfunction where it almost came off, and then she had to have one of her like backup singers fix it for her.
Oh, really?
During Anti-Hero, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So she's doing it, but I was seeing people reporting that it's like in representation of her getting married.
Right. But then it's like with the breakup and stuff, it's like, what does it mean now? You know?
Well, Dumois has, I don't know if this is like going off the topic, but she's now like confirmed. She like knows, she like, well, she doesn't confirm it, but she says that she is about 99% positive that she actually is married to Joe.
Really?
Or
so she doesn't think they broke up.
No, she thinks that they broke up. Like, she thinks that, I haven't listened to the podcast because she's been talking about it lately, so I need to listen to the podcast before I give more information. But it doesn't. She thinks they are definitely broken up now. But she said that people are saying, oh, but she wasn't married, you know, they were just dating. But like
So she actually thinks they're getting divorced then.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. But this could be a sensitive topic for Swifties because Taylor doesn't want to be defined by her relationships.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But what do you do? I just feel bad for her, whatever, you know, because a separation is just hard in general. So, yeah.
So
we got you, Taylor.
We have your back.
If you ever want to come hang out with us.
Out here in, well, I guess Utah or Oklahoma.
Or Oklahoma.
All right. So we've talked about Lavender Haze, Anti-Hero, Vigilante Shit. So now, what about Midnight Rain or Bejeweled? Anything to say about those?
Bejeweled, I just thought was really fun, and like what you were saying is how she did her little dance where she did the shimmer and she incorporated the fans, and I thought that was super cute and fun. Cute. Yeah, and then my favorite part about like her dancers, I think, is I really liked that her dancers did like they're a variety of sizes, which is like big to me because it's like size inclusivity. And so, yeah, that's like my favorite thing about it is that they're not all like stick thin, and they're all so talented. I love it.
Yeah.
And it's a diverse group. Like, I think it's
Mhm.
amazing what she's doing with her dancers.
I agree with that too. She also had black dancers too, which I thought was good because she's being
Hmm.
inclusive that way too.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So
So I think it's cool.
yeah, and then like even how because we found out the guy from what's the video, Lavender Haze, was transgender, so she's inclusive that way too. I mean, she's just,
Hmm.
I feel like she's doing good things.
Yeah, I agree with that. So
So
yeah, but yeah, I like that. I liked Midnight Rain. I liked the costume change part in Midnight Rain, how she went from her lavender,
oh
her anti-hero
yeah.
to the blue outfit. I thought that was really cool how they did that with the umbrellas.
Yes, and I
But
loved that outfit. The one
yeah,
that she changed into for Midnight Rain was so pretty.
yeah, yeah. No, I thought I like really liked those ones.
Yeah.
But and then yeah,
And
and then
then
she went into Mastermind, right?
mhm. Yeah.
Oh, I loved Mastermind. It's my
Yeah.
favorite song on that album. I thought
So
that she did a
good.
great job with it. Like,
Mhm.
it was amazing.
Yeah,
It was really good.
it was.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then she went out with a bang with Karma,
Karma.
which I
I know.
did predict on our first thing. I thought she would
Look at
close with Karma,
you.
so I was right about that.
I didn't think she was going to end with Karma.
Oh, it was such a good way to go.
I thought it was.
And I love that big puffy coat she's wearing.
I love the different colors, and everyone's saying that like each color represents one of her albums, and there's like 10 of them. There's 11 of them.
Mm. Oh,
And there's an
yes.
orange coat
Yes,
for
there's an
Karma.
orange one. So,
Hmm.
me and Jenny are karma truthers. I think that's the
Yes.
term.
We're believing.
We are
We're
believers.
karma believers.
So,
We believe that karma is real.
yes. And then which I did not notice this when we were on tour, but on TikToks people are mentioning an orange door came up at the
Yeah.
end. So,
Yeah.
that's something.
Well, did you hear that they have changed it to so it went from orange to now it's purple.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that mean? What does
So that's
it
why everyone's
mean?
like, well, I think that's why she's dropping all of her albums. So who
Oh,
knows
yes,
what that is.
this whole drop everything now idea.
Mm-hmm. Probably by the time that this is out, this podcast,
I
or
know,
this YouTube
right?
video, we'll
People
like
are
all
gonna
know,
be
and everyone will be
like-
like, "Yeah, this is so old." But yeah,
That would be crazy if she did that and dropped Karma too.
I know. Drop Karma. What ones does she have left?
So
And I
she
know this is like it's just a side note.
she has Speak Now, Reputation,
Okay.
Debut, and 1989. So those 4.
And then Karma.
And then Karma.
So that'd be 5.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah.
Because people are putting that, didn't that come from people putting together the red letters on her shirt from 22 video?
Yes.
song
So the
performance?
one that I saw today on the TikTok for the Thrifty Swifty,
Mm-hmm.
she's talking about how the numbers on the red letters on her shirts for 22, there's 4 letters that are red, and then there is a 2 and then a 9.
Really?
So it means like so everyone's thinking it's now April 29th, which is in a week.
Wait, so she had actual letters on her shirt now?
Yeah, the letters on her shirt, like when not a lot going on at the moment or something, or ew. But anyway, the letters that are red, there's 4 letters that are red, and then the next night was like 9 letter or 2 letters, and then the next night was 9 letters. So it's like she's saying 429.
Oh. So they're not unscrambling anymore. They're just counting the amount of the same letters.
Well, I think they're still trying to unscramble.
Okay.
I think that's still going on.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
429, huh? Plus, she said that.
429.
She said that in High Infidelity. Yeah, so in High Infidelity, she says, "Do you really want to know where I was April 29th?"
Oh, I didn't know that she did that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
it's gonna
that's
happen.
interesting. It would be really interesting. So how many days
Hmm.
is that? That's like 6, 7 days.
Yeah, it's here soon. It's like next
That would be
week.
crazy.
I know. It's so crazy. It'd be awesome though.
Yes, it
But
would.
yeah.
Okay.
So, but
So
yeah.
that's up to the end of Midnight's, and that's the concert.
Yeah.
I guess just a few last minute tips is to drink a lot of water.
Wear comfortable
And
shoes.
yes, wear comfortable shoes. I know you
Yeah.
want to wear the cute shoes, but if you're old like us, wear comfy shoes.
Wear comfy shoes for sure. Yeah. And I would just say get there early and buy your parking ahead of time. Like,
Yes.
it's going to be good. So, and you're
Mm-hmm.
going to have so much fun.
You're going to have a lot of fun.
I
So
wish I
be
could
prepared.
go one more time.
I
So,
know that would be fun.
yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think that wraps up our second episode of
Number
Real Major
2.
Breakdowns with Jen and Wit.
Yeah.
Until next time, I'm
Until
Wit.
next, I'm Jen. Make sure to
Okay.
like and subscribe to us.
Yes. And comment things you want to hear from us.
Yes, our
And
opinions about things,
yeah.
whatever. We're open to it.
Yes. Okay. We'll see you next time.
Okay, see ya.
Bye.
Bye, guys.